Hey, what's up everyone, it's the Magnum Level here, and in today's video we're actually talking about the Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxiboost On Closed Beta testing that just happened over the weekend. Yeah, that title is a mouthful. This is ridiculous. I didn't know if I was going to be able to say that in one breath. So, hey look, when you tell me that there's one, a fighting game, and two, it's Gundam, you definitely got me signed on for your closed beta testing. And I was excited that they're actually bringing this over to the West, because I know this game is in Japan arcades, and I know like a lot of people really like playing it. I see it sometimes in arcades at anime conventions here, and I don't know how it compares to Gundam Versus, because I know Gundam Versus was a ported Gundam game that had the same kind of 2v2 battles, but it didn't seem very successful over here because the game seemed like it died after a month or two, because I was excited for it, but then it just didn't seem like it really took off, because I think it had a lot of network issues, as well as there just wasn't really that much support afterwards. So that's probably why it died. So I'm glad to see that they're pushing for another one, so hopefully they'll actually back it up this time. So this game was incredibly fun. I had a blast with it. I was able to push through 2-3 hours of gameplay without even realizing it. That's how much fun I had. I kept on wanting to play, to be honest, but you know, I had to take breaks in between because my hands were getting tired, man. And it gives you that high, fast-paced feeling that you would expect from a Gundam game. Even though the matches are short, they are exhausting because you are doing a lot within those 2 to 3 minutes. You know, you're dashing back and forth, shooting left and right, you know, and you're trying to avoid everything. So then they feel a sense of relief when you actually win a battle. So it's pretty great. It's a great feeling, to be honest. And finding a match wasn't hard at all. I don't know what was up with this testing. I guess everybody hopped on it because the wait time between matches, honestly, for me was no more than 30 seconds, I feel like. I hope it continues that way, because I would love for this game to grow and have a huge community where a bunch of people play, and hopefully it gets onto a competitive scene. That'd be awesome. This game had a huge roster. I think it had about 185 mobile suits. That's close to 200, and I think they're going to be adding more throughout, so that's going to be crazy. They had suits ranging from old school Mobile Suit Gundam to Unicorn to even Iron-Blooded Orphans. They also had from popular series like G Gundam and Endless Waltz, Gundam Wing, and then even not so popular series like Thunderbolt and War in a Pocket, so that was really cool. So you had a lot to pick from. So for me, you know, I had to pick my favorite suit, Sazabi. So I have about maybe like 2 hours worth of footage of me playing with that suit, and then I played a bunch of other ones like Togi's 2, Baio, Phasalis GPO2, things like that, just to give it just to see, you know, if every suit was unique, and they are. Every suit is unique, so you definitely feel like you're piloting that specific suit. Now, I played a lot of Gundam games, like Gundam Breaker, Battle Operations, Versus, even the mobile game, and this one definitely is one of the better games that represent Gundam, because you know you get that fast-paced mecha feeling, as well as like each suit is unique, and you feel like, you know, you actually know what their moves are because they come straight from the show, so that's really cool. Previous games, you know, like when you're playing like the lower suits, you just feel really outclassed, like you're just cannon fodder, but it seems like this game's a little bit more balanced and everyone has more unique moves that help them out. So even if you're like the weaker suits, you don't feel like you're just there to get shot at and be a distraction. You're actually helping out and, you know, helping your teammate, as well as actually damaging the others so that your teammate can actually get some kills in too. The HUD for this game, in comparison to Gundam Versus, is a lot better. There's a lot more stuff on the screen, because Gundam Versus felt really bare, so that's why I feel like it didn't feel as if that game was really thought out. They just kind of wanted to throw it out here to see if it works, but this is a much better game, and it really feels like, you know, you have a HUD dedicated to like piloting a mecha. Now, this game definitely has a learning curve. The controls are a little weird on the control pad, and then I tried to play on a fight stick, but that was like super difficult, so I switched back to the pad. But there are just some buttons that you're gonna have to get used to, and I should have changed some things around so it's more ergonomically comfortable, and that would just make more sense. But the learning curve of this game is definitely high, and hopefully they add some kind of like tutorial, and that the community just helps each other out on learning this. Cooperation with your partner is a huge thing in this game, though. Like you can see in this match, I'm actually switching back and forth to make sure that my partner is okay, and like if anything happens, that I can rush through and help them out, as well as, they're looking after me too to make sure that both of us are doing well. The only time that cooperation won't matter is if you both are lucky and that both of you end up on the opposite sides of the screen and the opponents decide to come after you too. But it's very important that we work together if you ever play this game, as well as that there is friendly fire, so watch out if you're just blasting gigantic nukes, because I kept doing that with GPO2 and that was not fun for my partner because we just get caught in the blast and just get stuck there. Now, there were some synchronization issues, but it was very uncommon, to be honest. I don't know if Bandai Namco finally figured out what to do with their servers, because I know in Gundam Versus it was peer-to-peer, and that was atrocious. Like, connection was just horrendous everywhere. But this time, honestly, I think I only had a synchronization issue almost every 20 games around. I didn't have any issues, really. It was very rare, so I'm happy that they figured that out, and it was fun, and like we weren't lagging or anything. It was very fast-paced, and nothing got disconnected that bad. So I'm excited for when this game comes out. I'm definitely gonna get it, and I hope that a lot of other people get it so that we can have a community to play this. But the success of this game definitely rides on Bandai Namco and how they support it and how they market it, if it actually will take off. Because I know for Gundam Versus, they didn't really market it that much, and there just wasn't that much support after launch. There was some DLCs, but they didn't come out with many patches, and the game just kind of died after a month or two because the network was really bad. There were lag issues everywhere. Things were very unbalanced, so it just seemed like it died, and even I just didn't play it anymore. So hopefully they support this a lot, and not just Gundam Versus. I think they did the same with like Gundam Breaker, and so yeah, just hopefully they learn from those examples and that they just support it full-heartedly so that it can grow, because I definitely want to see this game competitive for sure. So yeah, final thoughts. This is an awesome game, and the network wasn't bad at all, so definitely hope that a lot of people pick this up so that we can all mecha battle each other. Let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are. Did you get to try out the beta? What suits did you play? Or are you planning to get the real game? And hopefully we'll get to see each other online. Well, like this video if you found it informative, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching the video, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.
完全な作戦だった。バレバ。総員引き上げのサインを出せ。